Hi everyone, Rocker here. I'm gonna leave it anonymous as far as the fantasy hockey league or whatever, but there's just a couple of things that have been bothering me, and honestly, usually shit like this I couldn't give a fuck about, but this actually does. Um, we have one league that they've got a proposal in that they want to drop the floor even more, and at the same time they want to drop the ceiling ridiculously $28 million. I'm trying to understand the logic, and I've been trying to be fair about it, but I just don't get it. Maybe somebody can explain it to me a little bit better. But what it is, originally we had the floor was supposed to be set at 62.5, and the ceiling was supposed to be, well, the ceiling was 110. Okay. And we did the draft. Everyone knew what they were going into. For many of us, this was our first 32 team draft, so it was another learning curve. I get that. So what ended up happening after the draft, you had some teams that were really struggling to make the floor. So we talked about it, and we felt it was fair for 1 year to be able to drop it down a couple of mil or whatever it was, so that those teams could be competitive, but at the same time still being fair. I get that. Now what's happening with this new proposal is that they want to drop the floor even more, and what it is that all the teams are making the floor with this new proposal. Nobody has to add anybody. Is everyone will basically make it. So if that's the case, why do we even have the floor? Just get rid of it. Okay, because you don't have anyone that's struggling to make the floor, because as of right now, if it drops down to 58.5, everybody makes it regardless. It's a moot point. But what at the other end is you have teams that are competitive are being told that they need to drop up to $28 million. The cap's going from 110 million down to 85.5 million. So you have likelihood some teams are going to have to lose between 3 to 8 players. That's what the issue is here. Is that as far as the floor, couldn't give a rat's ass about that. If it's stays at 62.5, everyone's made it, or they might have to add one player possibly. If it goes down to 58.5, nobody has to add any players. It could just stay as it is, and it shouldn't be that big of an issue. Okay, but to tell teams that in order to make it fair, we want the competitive teams to lose between 3 and 8 players. That's what the issue is here, in my mind, anyway. Maybe I'm missing something, but I just want to share that is that first of all, I'm a man of my word, and that is I think that's very important. There can be compromise. You can make adjustments. We did that last year, and it really wasn't that big of an issue as far as dropping the floor down. Now, to have a new vote saying that people want the floor dropped down even more. So basically, what it is, you're telling, in my mind, it's basically that all the bottom teams, they don't have to make any sacrifice at all. If it goes down to 58.5, everybody makes it. Okay, we're done. We don't have to worry about that anymore. But at the same time, we want the competitive teams, we want them to lose a lot of players. That's what my issue is. I know that if you want to make it like the NHL, start a new league. I know it's a little bit late or whatever, but I'm just having difficulty with this league as far as with this sort of a compromise or whatever. Maybe just try to explain it to me because, yeah, it's just fantasy hockey. It doesn't mean that much, but a person's word and trying to just be logical and fair, that does mean a lot to me. Okay, so that's basically all I want to say about it. Thanks. Bye.